Warning: it is important that prior to performing this or any other safety or service procedure on any third eye product, that the person performing the work has both read and fully understands the parts and service manual, as well as the product operator's manual, including the detailed safety instructions that accompanied this product. If there is anything that is unclear or that you don't understand, do not attempt to operate the product or perform any of the service or maintenance tasks called out in this video. Quarantine the area, walk away, and contact your supervisor immediately for clarification. It is also important to ensure you are wearing the appropriate personal protective equipment, hereafter referred to as PPE, prior to beginning this or any other service or maintenance procedure. Hi, I'm Jason Kirkland, the service guru at Third Eye. Thanks for joining me at the Service Shack. The Third Eye digital solution is a robust, comprehensive platform that collects live videos, still images, and chassis body information from your fleet vehicles and then transmits everything across our Third Eye gateway. For all this to happen though, you have to ensure that you have the proper setup for such a technologically advanced system. This is due to the Third Eye digital product requiring a direct connection to the battery terminals. You may have experienced premature gateway failure or an inability to record external video due to the presence of a negative disconnect. So today we're going to show you how to check for a negative battery disconnect so we can avoid any potential issues. Before we start, it's important to ensure you have the appropriate PPE that is required by your site. As a minimum, we require you to wear steel-toed boots, safety glasses, and a high-vis vest. You also need the following tools: a multimeter and wheel chocks. Now let's get started. First, you'll need to chock the tires to help prevent any potential movement of the unit. Then remove the battery cover to begin your inspection. Warning: metal box covers for batteries can create an arc, so take extra precaution when removing them. When identifying whether a safety disconnect switch opens and closes the negative or positive side of the battery, you will need to perform a general visual inspection. It's important to remember when doing so, wire color and heat shrink color do not necessarily indicate whether a disconnect is on the negative or the positive. For example, in this picture we see the negative side of the battery is connected to the disconnect using a red cable with red heat shrink. Here are some step-by-step guides to complete the inspection. If a cable is visibly routed from the negative post on the battery to the frame of the truck, the disconnect is probably on the positive, but further inspection is still required for confirmation. If the cable is clearly terminated to the frame, the disconnect is on the positive side of the battery. If it is only a standoff and continues from that location, further inspection is still required. If the cable is visibly routed from the load side of the disconnect to the frame of the truck, it is on the negative side of the battery. If it is merely attached to a standoff, this is inconclusive and further inspection is required. If a cable is clearly routed from the negative post on the battery to the line side of the disconnect is on the negative side. If a cable is clearly routed from the positive battery post to the line side of the disconnect, it is on the positive side. Another method for identifying a negative disconnect is to use a multimeter. If you identify a positive disconnect, either through visual inspection or using a multimeter, then you're all set. You can proceed with the Third Eye digital installation. If, however, you identify a negative disconnect, the installation cannot proceed until the truck is converted to a positive disconnect. To complete this conversion, you will need to check with your chassis or body vendor for further instructions. That's it. Now you know how to identify a negative disconnect. If you have any questions, please contact Third Eye Technical Services at 866-804-2984. Remember, we're here to help any way we can. Be safe out there, and we'll see you next time here at the Service Shack.